Go and open your book to page 708. Today's lesson is learn how to solve a system of equations using Cramer's rule. Okay, so in math, when something is named after a person, that means something is very important. So important that it will name after that person. So when you see something named after a person, you can pay special attention to it. Okay, so Cramer's rule, basically what it's saying is that, okay, so Cramer's rule basically means when you have the matrix, right, and you're looking for, then first you do is you look for determinants, and after that then to solve you're gonna have x equal to d of x over d, y equal to d of y over d, and z equal to d of z over d, and so forth. Depends on how many variables you have. But most of the time we just deal with 3, because more than that, most of the time you probably program the computer to solve. Okay. Now, if you don't remember which goes on top, right? Think about, right? Just think about regular algebra, right? When you have dx over d, think about the d cancel out, so you get x, right? So if you have things reversed, then you're gonna have 1 over x, so it does not equal to x. So that's if you don't remember which goes on the top, just use a little bit of common sense. So when you cancel it out, you should have x equal to x. Okay. Okay. So now so you know about d, right? D is a determinant. But what are dx and dy and dz? Well, let's go over that. Okay. So I will explain to you what those things are. So let's go to example 2. Okay, so you got x minus 3y minus 2z equal to 9. And you got 3x plus 2y plus 6z equal to 20. And you got 4x minus y plus 3z equal to 25. So first you need to write this in a matrix form. So you're going to get 1, 3, 4. Watch out for the negative. So negative 3, 2, negative 1. You got negative 2, 6, and 3. And you're going to have an x, y, z equal to your answer matrix 9, 20, 25. Okay? So again, and you want to double check your coefficients. Make sure you do it correctly. Okay? Okay, so let me double check, make sure I copy it correctly. Okay. So after you write your matrix, the next thing you want to do is you need to find the d. D is your determinants. So remember so your d is equal to 1, 3, 4, negative 3, 2, negative 1, negative 2, 6, 3. And you have to copy the first 2 columns. Right? And you have to do the diagonals, right? Okay. So this is going to be, I'm going to write up here, so equal to, so you have to do these 3 diagonal, right? Okay. So I'm doing this diagonal. So this is plus, would be 6 plus. Okay. This one would be 24, 72. Okay. And this one would be plus 6. And I'm going to put minus down here, so minus this diagonal, so minus negative 27. I'm going to put negative in parentheses, minus negative 6, minus negative 16. Okay, and so when you do all these, okay, you're going to get, so you get your calculator, add all these things, you're going to get negative 11. Okay, so that's the d. Now you go to d of x. Now what you're gonna, when you d of x means you're gonna replace the first column, like the x column. So this is your x column. So d of x means you replace the x column by the answer matrix. Okay, so so you're gonna get 9, 20, 25. Okay, and so you're gonna get negative 3, 2, negative 1, negative 2, 6, 3. Okay, so again, d of x means you replace the x column by the answers. Okay, so you copy the first two columns, and then you work it out. Okay, use your diagonals. So you're going to get, so you work it out. So you're going to get negative 22. Okay, so that's your d of x. Now to do d of y, you're going to do the same thing. Okay, but remember you have to put the x column back. So you got 1, 3, 4. Okay, and I'm going to use different color. This one probably easier to see. So you're going to get 9, 20, 25. Okay, so you can go back over here. Don't look at this one. Sometimes you might make a mistake. So go back to your original. Okay, so copy the first two columns. So you do the diagonals. Again, we did all that, right? So figure it out. So this will equal to, so d of y, you get 55. Okay, then you do the d of z. So you're going to get 1, 3, 4. Go back to your original here. So negative 3, 2, negative 1. And then, okay, so again, you're going to replace the z. So you're going to get 9, 20, 25. Okay? And again, you copy the first two columns. Again, we did this before, right? So again, you figure it out. You know, get the diagonal, and you minus the diagonal, right? So this will equal to negative 44. Okay? So d equal to negative 11, d of x equal to negative 22, d of y equal to 55, d of z equal to negative 44. Okay? So now to figure out your x, so x equal to d of x over, so x is d of x over d. So x will equal to, let's do it over here. So equal to 2. Okay? Then let's go and do y. So y equal to dy over d. So equal to 55 over negative 11. So y equal to negative 5. Okay? And z equal to dz over d. So equal to negative 44 over negative 11. So z equal to 4. And that's it. Okay? Now on the test, if one of the answer come, like let's say z come out really bad, then probably you want to double check your dz. Okay? If the y answer come out really bad and the other two looks kind of nice, right? So you might want to check your y d of y. Okay? Now if all three answers come out really bad, that means you most likely your d is bad. So again, if you make a mistake on the d, then your answer probably all three going to get messed up because all three have the over d, right? But if only one of them is kind of really bad, then most likely just one of them is bad. Okay, most of the cases. But sometimes, you know, some problems the answers are bad. Okay, but most likely the answer should be kind of nice. Okay, most of the problem. Okay. Now, there are a couple of things you have to watch out for. Okay, so if you look at page 709, okay, so if you look on page 709, so if the d is not equal to 0, like most of the cases, then everything's all fine. Whatever you get is whatever you get. But if d equal to 0 and dy is not equal to 0, so you're going to have, so dy equal to a number, right? So you're going to have a number over 0 which is undefined. So you're inconsistent. It's no answer. But if you have d equal to 0, dy equal to 0, you got 0 over 0 and it cancels out. So the answer will be indeterminate. Okay? So it's dependent. It's no way to tell it. Okay? But most of the cases, this case over here, then you get an answer. Okay? Okay, so let's go and practice some problems. So let's go and do